Give me a minute and let's talk about Alexei Navalny. He is alive and apparently well, in decent spirits by all accounts. He has been found, or he has resurfaced at a penal colony on the Yamal River north of the Arctic Circle. So he's deep in Siberia above the Arctic Circle. The penal colony is IK3, also known as Polar Wolf. And according to Navalny, he spends every night and then an evening and then the night and then the evening and then the night and then the evening, because it's the darkest time of the year. And it's virtually 3 months of full darkness, the sun barely peeking over the horizon right now. And so they have sent him to the most isolated, darkest, coldest place on earth. And they failed to mention to anybody that they were doing this. Now, the real story is not that Alexei Navalny is alive and has grown a beard. The real story here is why. Why did the Kremlin feel it was in their interest to transfer him in secret and for 3 weeks to not let his family know that he was alive or dead or being transported, that he had simply disappeared from their custody? Why would they want us to have this experience? In his family, friends, and supporters, it breeds fear. Fear and uncertainty. Fear of the worst. They've had 3 weeks of anxiety. They are less effective as a political force right now. They're exhausted. Guys like me who do this amateur YouTube and TikTok reporting. Lots of people in my position got on here screaming that they had off Navalny, that he was buried somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Now the trolls are attacking all those people. You said that the Kremlin did this. They didn't do this. You got it all wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Because some of us jumped the gun on that, which is what they want. Because now all of the people that said that made the mistake and bought into this, they are discredited. And that's what the Kremlin wants. The voices against them to be discredited. And so what we have here, and in the Alexei Navalny disappears for 3 weeks story, is not that Alexei Navalny disappeared for 3 weeks, but rather an opportunity to expose to everybody the way the Kremlin works and thinks, the way that they sow mistrust, fear, and anxiety in their opponents. Guys, you can't believe anything these guys say or do. They lie and lie and lie. I just had a guy on here telling me I'm giving false hope to the Ukrainians because there's no way they can fight the Russians and win. Well, hell, you are not paying attention. A person who could say such a thing is not a person that's interested in facts or reality in any way, shape, or form. So the story with Alexei Navalny is he's alive, he's well, he's in the worst place on earth, he's in a literal frozen hell. And for 3 weeks, everybody that loved him was out of their minds with worry. And it was done intentionally. So to the family, look, I'm no Navalny fan, right? I don't think he's particularly good for Russia. He's certainly no good for Ukraine. But nobody should be tortured the way that he's being tortured. No one's family should be psychologically abused the way the Kremlin is psychologically abusing his family. But it's all they have. It's all they have. They don't have an ideology. They no longer have the weapons they had because Ukraine's see into that. They have no clout in the world. They are a pariah state that is devolving in front of our eyes. It won't be long before they don't have commercial airline travel because they don't have the resources to take care of those planes they stole. It's unbelievable that in the 21st century, we could be witnessing the failure of a state who has put all its faith in an absolute ruler, a notion that the West rejected 120 years ago. But that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. So I'm glad Navalny's alive. Take care.